Good morning, children. You have already learned the lesson Desert Animals. Today, we are going to discuss the summary of this lesson. You know, deserts are the driest places on earth. There are certain animals that survive in the desert. They use different methods to cope with the harsh climate. Gerbils spend the hottest part of the day in cool underground burrows. Darkling beetles catch drops of moisture on their legs. Then they lift the legs in the air until the drops of water trickle down into their mouths. Camels get water from deserts plants. You know, some snakes also live in desert. In the rocky deserts of America is found the frightening rattler, which can strike with a lightning speed. It avoids people if it possibly can, but when threatened, it coils ready to bite. Rattlers feed on a variety of prey, including mice. Snakes do not eat more than once a week, but some snakes, such as pythons, can survive for a year or more without eating. The other animal found in deserts are mongooses that like to hunt together. They have to be careful of dangerous predators. Their food is beetles and other small creatures. They warn each other with a special alarm call if they see anything suspicious. All the female mongooses have their kittens at about the same time. They are raised by the whole group in a den. Mongooses are famous snake killers. Their reactions are so fast that they can dodge each time the snake strikes. In the end, the snake gets tired. Then the mongoose quickly dives in for a kill. Another animal that lives in the desert is the camel. They were tamed by man long ago. Camels get the water they need from desert plants. They can survive without drinking water up to 10 months. A thirsty camel can drink as much as 30 gallons of water in just 10 minutes. Camels are of two kinds, dromedary and bacteria. Dromedary camel has one hump while bacterian camel have two. These humps are full of fat which helps them to survive for many days without food and water. So, dear children, you have learnt many animals of deserts. The very important thing, you know, deserts have lack of water. So these animals learn to survive where there is a scarcity of water. So I think you will read this lesson again and again. Now the time has come to discuss the exercises working with the text. A1. Talk to your partner and say whether the following statements are true or false. So, first statement, no animal can survive without water. This is true. Statement number 2, deserts are endless sand dunes. This is false. Third, most snakes are harmless. It is true. Fourth, snakes cannot hear, but they can feel vibrations through the ground. Yes, this is 100% true. Fifth, camels store water in their humps. No, this is false. Now, question 2. Answer the following questions. How do desert animals survive without water? You can say the desert animals have to find different ways to survive without water. Some animals, like gerbils, spend the hottest part of the day in cool underground burrows. Some, like darkling beetles, catch drops of moisture on their legs. Some, like camels, get the necessary water from the desert plants they eat. Now, question number 2. How do mongooses kill snakes? The reactions of mongooses are so fast that they can dodge each time the snake strikes. They continually make a nuisance of themselves until after a while, when the snake gets tired, they quickly dive in for a kill. Question number 3. How does the hum of the camels help them to survive when there is no water? The humps help the camels to survive by acting as a storage containers. These humps are full of fat. The fat nourishes the camels in the absence of food and water. Dear children, now see B, part B of working with the text. Read the words, phrases in the box with your partner. Find their meaning in the dictionary. First word is harsh, means hard. Conditions means situations. Harmless means safe. Survive means remain alive. Intruder means unwanted arrival. Threatened means feel unsafe. Predators are hunters. Prey means hunt. Continually means all the time. Next, fill in the blanks in the following passage with the above words, phrases. All animals in forests and deserts struggle to survive in harsh conditions. Though most of the animals are harmless, some are dangerous when threatened. If an intruder is noticed, they attack or bite to save themselves. They struggle continually for food and water. Some animals are called predators because they prey on other animals. Now, this is a question. This is part speaking. Look at these sentences. Describe deserts are the driest places on earth. Garbils spend the hottest part of the day in cool underground burrows. Now, from pairs, ask questions using a suitable form of the word in brackets. Try to answer the questions too. Do you know which animal is the tallest? Do you remember tall, taller, tallest? So you have to fill in the here the superlative degree. Next is which animal runs the fastest? Third, which place on earth is the hottest or the coldest? Fourth, which animal is the largest? Which is the tallest mountain in the world? Which is the most rainy? Remember this. You cannot say rainiest. No, never. Most rainy place on earth. And last, seventh, which is the oldest living animal. Here you can add your questions also. Thinking about language. Look at these sentences. Most snakes are quite harmless, but a few are poisonous. Most snakes lay eggs, but the rattlesnake gives birth to its young. Now write 5 sentences like these using most and the clues below. 90% of people are honest, 10% are dishonest. You can write most people are honest, comma, but a few are dishonest. You can use the word most for 90% and a few for 10%. Question number 2. Lots of fruit have plenty of sugar. Some citrus fruit are low in sugar. You can say most fruit have plenty of sugar, but citrus fruit are low in sugar. Question number 3. Every soft drink except this one has lots of empty calories. You can say most soft drinks have lots of empty calories, but this one is free from them. Fourth, the majority of films are romances. If you are on other topics, you can say most films are romances, but a few are on other topics. Last one, fifth, a majority of people agree that he is a good leader. Just a few disagree. You can say most of the people agree that he is a good leader, but just a few disagree. Part B. Look at these sentences. Animals cannot survive for long without water. Second sentence. So desert animals have to find different ways of coping. The first sentence says what cannot happen or be done. The second tells us what must, therefore, be done. What it is necessary to do, complete these sentences using cannot and have to or has to. Here you can fill you cannot reach the island by land or air. You have to go by boat. Second sentence, we cannot see bacteria with our eyes. We have to look at them through a microscope. Next, question number 3. He cannot have a new bicycle now. He has to wait till next year. Question 4. Old people often cannot hear very well. They have to use a hearing aid. Question 5. Road users cannot do what they wish. They have to follow the traffic rules. Question 6. She cannot accept this decision. She has to question it. And last one, seventh is you cannot believe everyone you hear. You have to use your own judgment. Now there is a last question. Imagine you are journeying through a desert. Write a couple of paragraphs describing what you see and hear. Dear children, you can say that once I happened to pass through the deserts of Rajasthan. No vehicle like motor car could take me through the desert, and so I had to accept the offer of a camel ride. It was my first chance to ride a camel. In the beginning, it was a little difficult, but I got used to it. We started in the evening because the camel man told me that during the day the dust storm may become unbearable. He also asked me to fill my bottle with water because for the next 6 hours I could not expect to get any water. So, equipped with water and other necessary things, I rode the camel, determined to cross the small part of the desert and reach the other side to a village. On the way, I saw many dunes. Fortunately, the weather remained fine and the night seemed extremely beautiful. Nothing untoward happened on the way, and I reached the village before it was dawn. So, dear children, I hope you will listen this video again and again, and you have to write the answers of all these exercises. I think you will do this. Thank you, children.